You know the moment. You walk into the living room, find your favorite vase shattered on the floor, and raise your voice. Your cat's response? They casually turn their back, sit down, and start grooming themselves. Our immediate reaction is usually frustration. We look at that turned back and assume they are giving us attitude, completely indifferent to the mess they've made, or maybe even holding a petty grudge. But that perceived indifference is an illusion. By projecting our own human communication style onto them, we miss a series of calculated biological responses playing out right in front of us. When we escalate the situation or punish a cat for ignoring us, we are actively rejecting their biologically driven evolutionary attempts to call a truce. Humans are egocentric communicators. When we want to repair a relationship, we look the other person in the eye, offer physical comfort, and use our words to admit fault. We naturally expect our pets to do the same. In the wild, the rules of engagement are different. For a predator, maintaining direct eye contact or marching straight toward someone during a high-tension moment is a declaration of war. It is a direct physical challenge. To avoid triggering a fight, domestic cats rely on a language of survival rooted in their physiology. They use their bodies to negotiate peace from a safe distance. To accurately interpret our pet's behavior, we have to stop demanding they speak our language and start reading the deeply ingrained evolutionary signals they are broadcasting. The first system they use is spatial de-escalation. When your cat turns their back or stares at a blank wall after you scold them, they are making an active, deliberate choice. Ethologists, scientists who study animal behavior, identify this as a calming signal. By intentionally breaking eye contact, they are telling their brain and yours that they are not a threat and do not want to fight. This is often followed by a behavior called proximity maintenance, or shadowing. After a tense moment, your cat might not approach you for a cuddle, but they won't leave the room either. They just exist nearby, perhaps sitting on the far end of the couch. Cats are solitary hunters. They don't rely on a pack for survival. Choosing to stay within striking distance of a potential threat, which is what you are when you're angry, is a calculated test to gauge your mood and begin repairing the bond. You can see this negotiation in their tail. If they approach with a vertical tail curled over at the tip, like a shepherd's crook, they are using a specific diplomatic signal to ask permission before re-entering your personal space. Spatial distance is a tactical maneuver to de-escalate a volatile situation, rather than a way to withhold affection. The second system relies on chemistry. When angry, your body spikes in cortisol. You literally emit the scent of conflict. From your cat's perspective, you suddenly smell different, losing the safe scent that identifies you as part of their group. To fix this, cats use behaviors like bunting, vigorous headbutting against your shin, and allo grooming, where they gently lick your skin or hair. These actions function as a chemical counter to stress. Cats have specialized scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, and chin. By rubbing against you, they deposit their own pheromones, chemical messengers that signal safety, back onto your skin. They also use physical olive branches, like dropping a favorite toy at your feet. In feral cat colonies, sharing scarce resources is a critical signal of belonging to the group. These physical acts are deliberate, biological attempts to chemically overwrite the scent of conflict and reclaim your interspecies bond. The final biological system acts as neurological first aid, starting with the slow blink. A study from the University of Sussex demonstrated the physiological mechanics behind this signal. When a cat slowly closes its eyes and you return the movement, it acts as a switch that measurably drops cortisol levels in both species. They also manipulate physical frequencies. Cats produce solicitation purrs between 20 and 140 Hz. Frequencies in this specific range have been shown to possess bone and tissue healing properties. When a cat approaches after a fight and starts purring intensely without playful body language, they are trying to lower the heart rates of both parties, initiating a biological reset. If your cat climbs onto your chest or legs and drops all their dead weight onto you after a fight, they are applying deep pressure therapy. This works on the same principle as the weighted blankets used in human occupational therapy. The heavy physical imposition stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the network of nerves that relaxes your body after periods of stress. Your cat is applying its own weight and frequency to counteract your stress response, offering a form of physiological support. This common reaction leads to a specific behavior that results in more bites and confusion than almost any other: the exposed belly. The volatile scenario usually goes like this. You scold the cat, and they immediately flop over onto their back, exposing their stomach and vital organs to you. We often view this as an invitation for a belly rub, but reaching out to touch them violates a fragile peace treaty. To a predator, exposing the soft underbelly is the ultimate signal of extreme submission. They are waving a white flag and showing you defenseless surrender. If the cat bites your hand when you try to pet them, they're reacting defensively. From their perspective, they showed you their ultimate vulnerability, and you immediately took advantage of it. Your cat is not a stubborn roommate. They're an animal constantly suppressing their own predatory defenses just to maintain a connection with you. Leonardo da Vinci once noted that the smallest feline is a masterpiece, and looking at the intricate mechanics of their behavioral design, he was exactly right. We have to stop damaging the bond we share by expecting them to communicate like humans. True interspecies connection begins when we respect their physiological boundaries, accept their physical olive branches, and learn to return the slow blink.